Hey guys, so I decided I was going to do a little vlog today and tell you about where I'm going to be going next week. So right now I am in Heraclio. Well, actually I'm in a town called Vasilis, which is right outside of Heraclio. And this is Crete, Heraclio's up here, and I'm going to a place called Lentis, which is on the bottom right here. And I was here last summer for the first time with my younger brother and my daughter for 3 weeks, and quite an experience. Lentis is, it's almost like a hippie commune. It's a little village. There's like 50 people that live there year-round, and they make their money during the summer months when all the tourists are there. And for some reason it's very popular with German and French tourists, mostly German. And so last year, my brother and I, being the only two Americans, we were somewhat of a novelty, just because there aren't often Americans that go to this particular little vacation spot. And the town, Lentis, it's kind of named after one of the mountains. It's sort of shaped like a lion, and I'm going to try and take a picture of it. And what's cool about it is that Kazantzakis used to write in a cave that was somewhere in the area. My brother and I were like thrilled when we heard that last year, and we wanted to go and find it, and we never actually did, but yeah, it's a pretty exciting little tidbit side note there. So, something you might not know about me from just watching my hair videos is that I tend to think of myself as a very spiritual person, and I am highly obsessed with the afterlife, with death, with religion, and I'm constantly soul searching. And being a New Yorker, I'm very lucky because I come from such a diverse city, and I get to have wonderful theological conversations with friends and family all the time. And so that just sort of makes me want to pursue my interests even more. And in particular, I happen to really like ghosts and ghost stories. And in the last couple of years, I've started to have some experiences which I would love to share with you guys, except that I haven't, because some people will think that I'm crazy. So my aunt and my uncle, they go to Lentis because that's where their friends like to vacation. And there are tons of tents that are set up on the beach because, like I said, it's like a hippie commune. It literally is. I mean, there's chickens running around. I mean, there's one shop, there's one restaurant. It's just amazing. And yeah, they basically sleep on the beach, and there's like some showers and toilets that are kind of off to the side there that people can use. But my brother and I, being city folks, we decided that we wanted an air-conditioned room with a toilet and running water. And luckily, my father, being a travel agent, was able to get us one that was literally like 15 to 20 yards away from the tents. And so basically the room was on the ground floor of this tiny hotel, and you open the door and you walk straight out onto the beach. So there's not even steps. It's just straight out. And I'm gonna take tons of pictures because we're actually going back to the same hotel, and we're gonna be staying in the same room. And this whole vlog is about this room. We were staying in the room for about a week when we noticed that there was a really foul smell that was kind of like hovering around the outside of our hotel room. And my brother and I, we kind of thought that maybe it had something to do with the tide, but after a while we couldn't figure it out because the smell would sort of follow us. For instance, I'd be taking a shower and I'd smell it like in the shower, and then I'd walk through the room and it would be out on the patio. It was really bizarre, and like sometimes my brother would smell it and I wouldn't, or vice versa. And my daughter was only 2 at the time, but you know how children are, they're very perceptive, and so is my daughter. She picks up on things, and she's unnerved me and my husband at different times because we'll walk into her bedroom and she'll be having these full-blown conversations with something that we can't see. And she started to do that. So my brother and I finally decided that we thought it had to be some sort of spirit or ghost. And Chris, having heard that, you know, if you are firm and you tell it to leave, it'll go away. And of course he stood there and he did that. And, you know, I think he used some foul language too and was really abrasive. But a day or 2 later, he came off the beach to use the bathroom, and there was no one in the room. And I think he was standing in front of the toilet, and there was like there was like a mouth next to his ear breathing on his neck. So of course, really freaked him out, and he didn't tell me about it immediately because I guess, you know, he was worried I would think that he was lying or crazy or whatever. I was really upset that he was upset. So I went back into the room with him, and then I started yelling and shouting, "Get out, get out." And of course then I was using obscenities and just being sort of awful. And my brother thought it was hilarious, you know, that I was screaming and yelling at like something that might not even be there, like in our imagination. Um, so a few days pass, and of course we kind of forget about it. And then it was my turn to be freaked out. So I come off the beach a couple days later, and same scenario, I needed to use the bathroom. And of course you guys know I have long hair and it's hot on the beach, so I had it tied in a ponytail at the back of my head. And I went into the bathroom and I washed my hands, and then I was using the toilet, and all of a sudden I had that like feeling of dread. Like, you know when you're little and you do something bad, and right before you do that bad thing that's going to get you in trouble with your parents or your teachers or whoever, you get that kind of quickening in your stomach? Well, I had that. I experienced that, and it, you know, it was awful. And then all of a sudden I felt a hand, like an actual hand that was solid, like solid hand, grabbed my ponytail and yanked my head all the way back. I mean, I swear I was looking at the ceiling, and it happened so fast that it actually caused me some pain. And I'm not kidding when I say that I ran from the room screaming. Like, that was the only experience I've ever had where I was physically touched. You know, there's like no doubt in my mind that I had this experience. I'm not crazy. And yeah, we're going back to the same room. So that's my little vlog story. It's really creepy that we're going there again, but hopefully nothing will happen this year. I have like a little prayer book, and I have a little icon, and I'm gonna say prayers and stuff before I go in the room, and I'm not gonna shout and yell at anything because I don't want to get the shit scared out of me again. But I have a couple different stories, and I'd love to share them if you're interested. And if you guys have stories, I'd love to hear them too. It's really fun listening to other people's experiences. So that's it for now, and when we get to Lentis, I will show you the room, and I'll show you the bathroom that it happened in. I can't believe we're staying in the same room. It's insane. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. Bye.